20-second delay. What do you want to say before people actually get in here and see what's going on? Keep in mind, they will see what you're saying, but only after you've said it.
Can it be secret?
Yeah, here, let me end the stream real quick, and then we'll start again. Hang on.
Are we starting now?
And we are live. What's up, everybody? We don't play the game, something like that. I don't know. Clutch, now it's time to tell them.
The secret?
Yeah.
There's DLC coming. Am I supposed to talk about that?
Oh.
No.
Bad secret.
Oh, sorry. That's not the only secrets I know anymore. Oh, it's not a secret anymore? I thought it was a secret still.
We're not under NDA anymore. It's not a secret.
Oh, I thought it was still a secret.
Not quite. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the 5-7 show. Today is the DLC special. Clutch, did you watch Kermit and Chucky's video? Have you learned how to say it, or are you going to be Kermit in the video?
I have no clue.
Because this, wait, which way are you? This is about to happen.
So this way? No, it's like it's over here. Right?
No, the other way.
Okay.
No, that's what I look this way.
Oh, this way?
Yeah.
No, I have zero clue how to say it. None.
Göweil.
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 Göweil. Is that right?
I'm just waiting for you to go, Gar.
What is this, Tony the Tiger? Get out of here.
How's everybody doing? We are doing the show on Thursday today instead of Friday. We got some stuff going on tomorrow. Plus, I got to go get Matsy on Saturday. Mr. Matsy's flying in to North Carolina. I got to go pick him up. And then we are going to do whatever we want for 3 days.
Was he supposed to be on the pharmacy show tomorrow if we were doing it tomorrow?
No. He's going to be on next week.
Okay, good.
I think he thinks he's going to come here and run the show. And what he's going to do is sit over there and be nice for 5 days.
I mean, maybe I can get my dog to do the show with him, and you could just take the day off. It'd be perfect. My dog could just sit right here, and Matsy could talk, and the dog could just sit there and tilt his head back and forth, looking at the camera. It'd be perfect. No, never mind.
I mean, if you're gonna get a sit-in for 4B gaming, I think a dog is probably.
Wow.
I'm not going to go any further.
Shots fired. Hey, I see how it is.
Oh, the shots have been fired. Pew. Hope everybody's had a good week this week. We're going to talk a little bit about the DLC. There seems to be a couple of things that are a little bit confusing. So hopefully we can help clear that up. I hope we can. So if we can't.
Let's not set expectations too high here. Let's keep it.
Look,
I mean, if people have watched this show before, they know that the expectations are pretty low.
I feel like we have set pretty realistic expectations for like a solid 2 years and a month. And if you have expectations that even get close to being what a normal person would exceed from a podcast, I don't know, words.
Let's just go with at least we are consistent.
Lane just sent me a message that's not safe for work. Ooh.
Fair enough, Lane. Fair enough.
Had to do with the Nerf gun, but I don't think it was shooting it. Let's talk about something really cool. I got bored on Sunday last week. Really bored. Like,
it was Sunday last week, not Valentine's Day, was it?
No. This was just it was Super Bowl day, but like the Super Bowl didn't start till later in the day. Anyway, I had my breakfast. I had my coffee. I was happy. I had a good morning. I'd done everything I could possibly do, except for one thing that I said I was going to do over 2 years ago and never did. And then
you never did it?
I can't believe I actually practiced this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've heard what we're talking about now. Now that I realize what you're talking about, it took a little bit for me to clue in there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't believe you actually did it still. I don't know. This may be the first day that we roll the intro twice, just to let you hear it again. I don't know if we need to. I don't know how I feel about this. We should probably do it, but I feel like we've kind of set a precedent so far, and I feel like you're trying to up the quality of the show. But really, maybe you shouldn't be. Maybe we should be trying to dumb it down a bit. Yeah, but I feel like your reaction when I sent you this was exactly that. I feel like you knocked me down a peg or two. I don't know if a peg or two is the right number on that either, but I was proud of what I did, and you ruined it. I mean, you definitely put some effort in. I'll give you that much. I tried. We got a couple
I should probably pull chat up while we're talking about stuff. We got Goggle Pop in here with 25 months. What's up, man? We also had Larry Raymer. What's up, dude? With 31 months. I can't even believe I had to have channel members for 31 months. He's like, uh-oh. Come back and watch the herding of cats. Indeed. Kalamaki was also in here for 26 months. 4B Gaming 36. Why am I still here after 3 years? Nuts. He says. Scania Driver with the 26. Also Dale 3 champion forever. Member for 23 months. Like, yo, gang, what up? And
oh man.
And then that's all I got.
I got Jonesy throwing some biddies over on Twitch as well. So we should probably, before we go with the intro. Where can we be found today, DJ? Do you know
we could be found everywhere. I didn't do this. I didn't do the doc today.
Yeah, I didn't look at it either. But I'm assuming we're on Facebook. Both of us.
Yeah, we are. We are on Facebook.
Okay. Then we got myself on Twitch. Yep. And then you're on your main YouTube channel. You didn't put it on DjGoHam gear today, right? Missed anybody?
No, I think I'm gonna go live on DjGoHam Shorts next week just for the fun of it.
And of course, you can find us both. Check the links or the little things down here if you're looking for us on Twitter. You can find us both on Twitter as well. Search at Clutch Sim or at DjGoHam Gaming. You can find us both there in her.
Nope. Actually, I'm only at DjGoHam Gaming on YouTube. I'm at DjGoHam 2 on basically everything else, like the number 2. Yeah, there wasn't a number 1. I made the first account and then it locked me out because it thought I was 1 month old, so I couldn't use Twitter.
Well, this is my Twitter, just so you guys know.
Yep, just search DjGoHam on YouTube or on Google. You'll find me.
I think you know what you find, like a Clutch running shoe. If you look for me first, is one of the things, or something like that. It's interesting. I don't even know what
that is. Here, let's let people hear me playing drums with some triggers attached to them.
Boy. Hit it. Are you hitting it?
I don't know where it is. You hit it.
Oh boy, it's. I don't know if I would feel about having to hit this button, but I'm going to do it anyways. Oh, sorry, chat.
I got a delivery from Amazon while that was going on. I think it's my batteries.
I think it was the delivery might have been my will to live being shipped out. I think might have been what it was right there.
What do you think about DJ's drumming? I hadn't played drums in a while, and I just turned. I loaded, jumped in because I have a music room now because I don't have a whatever it was beforehand. There was no more TV. I was like, I don't know what to do with this room.
I've heard that like 5 times, and it's still like the more I hear it, the more I end up laughing at it. And it's funny because when you first sent it to me, I'm like, why are you sending me the intro? Why, like, what's the big deal? And all of a sudden it kicks in. I'm like, oh no. No, he didn't.
So I should have taken a video of me doing it, but so I've got a Alesis electric drum set, and you can attach like trigger sounds. And so I attached like different horns to the cymbals and stuff. So like all that was one take. All of those sounds was at once. And the bad thing is I probably practiced for 30 minutes to an hour.
I would have loved to have had like that on a green screen so he could put you like flipping around through the screen as you're like playing it, like with the drums and DJs flipping through the middle of the screen.
Like as old school Tommy Lee when they did the inverted drum set with him, but it's just
only it's very bad like clip art style.
Right. You know, intro. I've got a green screen and I could put it up and I could definitely make sure it's not well lit on every side just to make it that much worse.
It's all pixelated behind. Yeah, that'd be perfect actually. Like something right out of the early 90s green screen you got with your dad's VHS camcorder. That'd be perfect.
It would be awful. Let's don't you have something that you want to tell him, or does K-Bot have something he wants to tell everybody? Or do you want me to talk to people for a minute?
What are you leading me into here?
I don't
know if he wants to. Does he really want to say anything about it? I think listen. We've had Dave from G Portal in the chat like about 6 times in the last little bit.
Yeah.
Like every single stream we do, he's always hanging out in here. And every time I feel like we're obliged to, talk good things about how good G Portal is with their servers. They've got the
something bad this time?
Well, they got the fastest game servers out there. We've already told them all about this. The best prices out there, right? I mean, we've already talked about that, like time and time again.
All platforms.
And you know what? Whenever there's a problem, they're easy to get a hold of. They have the best customer service. I think we've talked to end. No end has been left untouched with this when we talked about the how much we love G Portal and how good they are to us. So I don't really think we need to talk. And Dave, I mean, he comes into the chat and he expects us just to talk about them all the time. I don't know how much we have to really pump his tires anymore. I think we've pumped his tires plenty, don't you? I don't know.
I don't think
I don't know. We could talk more about G Portal servers. There is a link down in the description, and you know what? That's the nice thing about it. You get 10% off if you go down in the link in the description. You can use these little codes, and
you support us.
It's pretty fantastic. And that's really all I was going to say about that. I don't know.
Sounded great.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Dave really wants us to talk anymore about it. I think we've said more than enough.
Yeah, I think he's done. Yeah, he's speechless is what he is. But we are speechless on how to still say the DLC name properly, unfortunately. Really hate you, Clutch.
Fair enough. Dave, I hate to say this, but you got to take a number, my friend.
We'll see you in Boston. Göweil, the Göweil pack. It's not a pack, it's DLC, but it is a pack because of stuff. Everything's a series and a pack these days, but it's DLC. It's downloadable content. Göweil. Got it out of my system.
I can't say it. Göweil?
Göweil.
Glittervile. I did, like I said, Kermit had it awesome. Him and Chalky, their TikTok. The cringe was so real. The cringe was so real.
I appreciate you guys. Also, Rabid Rob was in 16 months, season 2, baby. David Bonin with the $3 super chat, and I believe we had a couple other super chats as well. Thomas with the €2 driver for 20 months. He said, "I'm never going to complain about the old intro ever again." 4B even gave me money just to say the original was better.
I almost put my coffee out there.
Yep, just a little bit. All right, so this is a pretty neat DLC. There was a couple things that were confusing. Do we want to clear up confusion first? That way we have everybody goes together when we talk about the rest of it.
Let's start with that. Sure.
Yeah. Hey,
let's start with clearing up confusion, because I mean, I think just before we started the show off, we were talking a little bit about some of the stuff. And we're like, does that do what we think it does? I don't know.
Kermit, what is this? He's like, it's this. I don't know why they worded it that way, but this is this.
That's us acting normally.
All right. So wrapped crits. Yeah. So wrapped corn silage. What is Clutchy poo?
Wrapped corn silage. It is, instead of taking your corn silage into a bunker like we're stuck with right now, you can dump it into this machine, which we're looking at right now, and make bales out of it, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Something completely different.
Yeah. All right. Next, sugar beet pulp.
See, do we have anything else on the list here that we can look at? I don't think there is. I don't think it shows off the sugar beet pulp in there, does it?
No, it doesn't show any of it off.
No, it's just I mean, this is probably technically, I think this is grass they're dumping in here as well, isn't it?
Yeah. So basically, you've got the chaff, which you can turn into silage bales now. Sugar beet pulp, which is just cut sugar beets that are wrapped. Instead, you take cut sugar beets and you can put them in a silo and make silage. Well, that's what this is. And then mixed feed. You could take TMR and put it in this machine.
And so the mixed feed we're talking about is only TMR.
Only
it's not
TMR.
Forage or anything like that then?
Yeah,
confirmed?
Yep. TMR is what I was told. Okay. And if that's wrong, Kermit told me.
Okay. So TMR, the mixed feed is TMR. That's good to know, because I was thinking maybe forage could also be used with that.
But how easy is that? You get to, I think this is cool because you can make TMR bales, and when you need to give them food, just here, take this bale. You don't have to make like a bale of hay and a bale of straw and a bale of silage and somehow find a way to put 2 liters of a bale of mineral feed into a thing. You just do this and put the thing and throw it in the thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely a use case for it for sure on some farms. For sure, I think you could definitely find a way. Yep. I still think my personal way is still I like to have the bales separate and then mixing them and then using that mix to dump them off. But I think there's definitely a way you could use it to dump everything in and then store those rather than storing all your different products. You get to store it all as one now and ready to go instead of having to store all the different products.
Bale's a TMR. It's a good, it's a good thing. I will say this is a super uber European DLC.
Yes.
The European community by far overwhelmingly excited. I've talked to a lot of those guys and some of the ambassadors as well. And it does seem like the European community, especially the Polish community, is super pumped about this, which is awesome. Now, a lot of the American community does seem to be swayed very heavily towards, impartial or maybe which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. We here to bring you the facts. I think this is cool, and it does add some functionality that is not already present in the game. And I think you may need to have this DLC in order for that functionality to work. We'll find out.
Should we talk a little bit about the product, what we're getting with this pack then?
Yeah. Kermit says something. I hadn't read it yet, but I'm going to go and show everybody. Gonna be a while before we export a U.S. farm. Oh, yeah. We already know that.
Do we all know that? Does everybody know that?
I only read half of it. Go ahead. Go for it. Whatever you're about to do. Let's rock and roll. Ooh, that is zoomed in.
Yeah, well, you got to look at everything, right? We want a good shot of all the products we're getting, all the little pieces of equipment. So first thing we've got, what is it? The G1 F125, the round balers. We're getting 2 balers with this. We're getting the round, and you're also getting the square. Now the square one, which one? The round one also has a tipper, doesn't it? So it tips the bales off. Doesn't the round one have it allow so it tips the bales, right?
Yeah,
when it comes out.
I didn't see it in. Granted, we only saw one screenshot of this machine. Yeah. But I didn't see the bale tipper, but they did talk about the bale tipper around this screenshot, around the screenshot that we got. So maybe we'll have to find out for sure. I know the other one, 100%. Yes.
Oh, it's a square baler. It's with a wrapper, right?
Kicks it over, so it doesn't roll away. I love it. Yeah.
Anyways, then we have the F115, which once again, this one's straight. This is the side pack outs, right? I believe.
Yeah.
You have the numbers down.
Yeah, it's either the front or the side. I'm not sure. So the G1 and the G1 Combi, they look almost identical, but as far as I could tell, the difference is one of them kicks the bale out the front and the other one kicks the bale out the side.
I can't tell the difference. They look identical in these screenshots.
I had to do some research online because I didn't have access to these screenshots when I made my video about it. Didn't even have the price yet. So
just see here.
We Google was my friend.
Yeah, I was on their website as well when they announced this pack, looking at some of the stuff, and I'm like, okay, there's some interesting stuff here. We aren't able to do this in Farm Sim right now. Be able to put a stationary one. This reminds me, like we were talking about beforehand, the pellet deal, so the pellet pack that came out for the mod pack in Farm Sim 19, right?
Yeah,
you set this thing up, and then you can come in and dump all your stuff in, and then it pumps out your bales or pumps out whatever you need. It's a different way. I don't know how big it is in North America, but once again, it's something completely different. And kind of cool.
Got a future teller. What do you call those people? Sorcerer? Yeah, Cape Cod's a sorcerer.
What are you talking about? We're clearing up confusion.
He's been calling us out for like 5 minutes now.
Easy.
I love it.
Easy.
So keep it coming, man. I'm loving it. No, this is cool. So this is my favorite piece right here. I was talking to Kermit about this, and I was like, "Ooh, that sounds interesting." And I saw it, and I was like, "Oh yeah!" So this is like you go get the bale that you want, and then like wrap it while you take it to where you're going. And then
now, how is this going to manipulate? So this is going on the front forks. I believe it's a wheel loader, right?
Front loader. It is front loader or 3-point.
Okay. So front loader, can you just drive up to the bale and then your little fork
whoosh kind of grabs it, and then you just kind of go where you need to go with it, as if it was like a holder. It's like a warm cradle for your round bale, and it wraps it in fluffy pillow stuff that makes it ferment while you take it where you're going.
I don't think that's a thing.
I used my words right.
This is the G1015 is the product name on this on the podcast. So this will grab onto our bales and wrap it for you on the front of a front loader. Then there you go. Kind of cool. I'm curious to see how this is going to work. I struggle with bales so much sometimes loading them up like this.
It's a whole lot easier to do like 20 in 30 seconds with some fun mods.
Well, I'm sure this will be like an auto load feature, right?
Yeah,
so it's not like you're going to need to get your forks underneath of it in the proper spot and lift something up. You're going to just drive close to it, put it down, and I'm sure it's just going to all of a sudden plunk, and then put it in place and do its thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, my favorite is when it does its thing.
Do we need to play the intro again? Seriously.
Let's move on. This is cool too. Well, I mean,
bell wrapper.
It's just a bell wrapper, but
the 5020.
It's cool.
And then lastly, the bigger bell wrapper, square bell wrapper, I believe, right?
Yeah, this is the one I'm excited about. So this is a stationary wrapper, and it just sits in the middle of wherever you put it, and it's
I didn't know that.
It's just there.
I didn't know it was stationary. You don't drag this one around?
So the 5020 that you just showed is just a normal bell wrapper. You go grab your bell, yada yada yada. Put it down.
Stationary.
But this is kind of like the Anderson DLC stuff.
Yeah.
But it only does one instead of a snake.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Very cool. Very cool.
Huh. All right. I'll have to see this one a little bit more about this. I didn't know that's what it was. I thought this was like round versus square is in my head what I thought they were. Interesting. Okay. Then lastly, we have a couple different bale grabbers, bale handlers. You got the front loader bale handler for round bales, and then an interesting square one as well. At least I'm assuming it's for square bales.
Oh yeah, it just kind of goes in and grabs it.
Grabs on the sides, right?
They're both made for wrapped bales handling.
Yeah, instead of puncturing stuff, you're actually giving it a hug. Because it's after Valentine's. Is that why they did it after Valentine's Day? So that DJ could get a hug for having dinner by himself. I
don't know. I took myself out for dinner.
Pretty good.
It was awesome. It was a 4-course meal with a tasting. It was fantastic.
You saw my date.
Yeah. It's weird. It was in a different position 12 hours later. It's odd. Anyway, it was really funny. I went to like a date night event downtown.
Yep.
But I went stag. I was the only person there.
What did they tell you when you booked the time of the restaurant, by the way?
This is not an event you will want to come stag to or come to alone. And I commented, but can I come alone? And they said, you can, yes. And that was the only
just because it's you
they sold. Yes.
Did they have was there like a rose on your plate I saw or something?
Oh yeah, there was a pretty flower.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Weird.
No,
I mean, you sound like you had a better night than I did. I'm not going to lie still.
Leave me alone. I took myself out for dinner. I was happy.
So this DLC comes out. We have a date on this as well. It was March 21st, right?
March 21st. Tuesday, March 21st. 2 days before I head to Boston. Yeah, 2 days before you head to Boston. Maybe 1 day before you head to Boston.
Clutch isn't coming to Boston. There's no
way.
Are you
flying again? Remind me.
Can't make it work out. Get out of here.
One thing, if you guys are on PC, you can use the code ClutchSim or DjGoHam and save 10% right now on the Giants website. Supports us. You get it for cheaper. There you go. It's pretty cool.
And you can also go the year 2 seasons pass. This is the first part of the year 2 seasons pass as well. Yep. We're going to get 4 more DLCs after this, but this is kind of the way we looked at this, or at least the way I was looking at this beforehand. I think DJs will agree with me. This is kind of like the European Vermeer pack almost.
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, yeah, you're right. The Vermeer pack, it came with less stuff too.
Well, it's interesting. Like the Vermeer pack, like when it came out, there's one piece of equipment in the Vermeer pack that we never really had before. Was that autonomous baler, right? That self-propelled baler. Never saw that before. Now we've got one piece of equipment in this that we don't really have in Farm Sim. It's totally different. Yep. But the rest of it's all stuff that we've kind of have already, and it's very similar. Yep. It's a relatively inexpensive DLC.
Yeah, it's $10.
Yeah,
$10
US right now, anyway. I think, right?
Yep, $8.99 right now. If you get it, if you could, you could pre-order until the day before it releases. I know that makes sense, but there is a time frame for pre-ordering. And there you go. One of the things, if you're like us, where you're going to play everything, you may have a DLC that's your favorite. You're like, I'm definitely getting that one when I know about it, but it may be the 3rd or 4th one this year, maybe the next one. But if you're like us and you're like, you know what, I don't care, I want everything that Farming Simulator has. What's it they were saying with the year 2 season pass, you save 30% overall.
It's at least that, I think it was. Yeah.
So you don't have to. If you want to buy the ones that you want and keep it from there you go. We're just trying to give you guys every option possible. That way that you can play the game the way you want to. And I'll just keep being an idiot.
And the other good way is the nice thing they're doing as well. They usually discount 10% discounts. I think if you pre-order each of the individual DLCs, usually they do that. I don't know if they're going to keep doing that throughout or not, but that's what they've typically done. So even if you decide not to get the year one season pass and you still want to, you can pick and choose which DLCs you want to get to.
Complete edition. Didn't they do like a complete edition and then like the full edition or something like that after 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah.
It was cool. I dug it. Anyway, moving on. There was some stuff that wasn't talked about with this DLC that I think we all thought. I mean, I certainly thought, I probably would have put a bet on it, was cornstalk baling.
Yeah, that ended up not being a thing.
Yeah, if you do think about it, we're just having new ways to make things that we already have, which is cool. It is adding functionality because that other functionality, not in the game at all.
No.
Now it is bringing it, which is really cool. And it's stuff that you already understand, which is also nice. But yeah, no cornstalk baling. I've seen a lot of people saying that they would really want to see that, myself included. I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's something that would be completely new to Farm Sim. We haven't seen any of that obviously before. Yep. There are a lot of interesting parts to this. There's some moving parts that I'm curious to see how they run. Like I'm just watching, just even from this screenshot alone. Like what is the capacity of the bin we're dumping all our grass into right now?
Only the website told you.
I don't know. It's like 20,000, isn't it? Something like that.
Yes, 20,000.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering, like, there's some trailers that might be a little bit bigger than that. So how fast does it go through that? And I'm curious to see how it works out in the long run.
What if you run 2 of these? Maybe you're running a full. I mean, imagine
you can't do that.
guys that run. Hey, VF just went live on Twitch. What I did. Also, Paul Strike gifted a membership at Dirt Farmer. Got it. Ayo, that's awesome.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, you know when guys do like silage harvest. Multiplayer silage harvest, there's the coolest things to watch in the world, especially guys that know how to do it right. Farmerman and Golf Cart Jockey back in the day, they did it right. I mean, they did it. They were the best. Golf Cart Jockey made the ramps perfect if you're going a little bit too fast. Yeah. Anyway, but they would get 1 or 2 guys in the field. You'd have a couple guys carting, 1 person, which was always Mr. Golf Cart Jockey, in the silo, making sure it was perfect. Here, you don't need somebody in the silo making it perfect, but you do need somebody grabbing those bales. But kind of the rest of it's the same.
Yeah.
You've got,
it's more bale work. And I think, I don't know, that seems to be a pretty popular part of Farm Sim. I think people tend to enjoy bale work.
Now, let's talk about something else, and actually something the G Portal can help with. And it is the bale limit. As far as we know, there is still going to be a bale limit on consoles. And when we say consoles, we mean PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series. However, with servers, they run off of a PC platform.
Yep.
Farming Simulator is crossplay. Whoever the host is, they're the ones that could do this. Can you bypass the bale limit if you use a server? Driver, make a video on it.
Has anyone tested this? I have no idea. That's a great question. Can you bypass that on console? Can you bypass the bale limit? I have no idea.
I could swear that I've had people say that they couldn't enter and it was because there were too many bales out. But I don't actually know this. Yeah, gonna have to increase that capacity. I mean, I don't know if they can. That's another question. I don't know if they're able to do that, but I would be really interested to see the answer to that. I would love to make a video on that, but I do feel like Driver 53 would be the best thing. Let's see. Kerminator says, tune into the official Farm Sim podcast next week. Did you just at me, bro? Also, you've never said that in chat before. What are you up to?
I don't know. He's got some plan, doesn't he? Seems kind of suspicious.
You being sus, bro?
Super. Anyways, I would be curious to find out. And also, what map is this on? This picture?
I think these pictures were taken on the out map, wasn't it?
It's got to be.
I think these are from. I think all of these were taken on the out map because that grass looks like the grass that's on the Alpine map.
It's the one map I really haven't played at all in Farm Sim 22. To be honest, if that's the case, that's why.
Here we go. Yeah,
make more than 200 bales on our cross-platform servers. There you go. Is there a limit though? There you go. 400 bales. Goggle Pop's got 400.
So I am real. It'll have an answer to your question. I mean,
It's too late now.
The thing is, correct me if I'm wrong. Please stop me if I'm wrong. Goodness gracious, am I wrong?
You might be wrong. But anyways, go with it anyways.
Hang on, I got something that's gonna make this a whole lot easier. Okay, so if it was still 200,
okay,
he would have just yeah, it's the same, right?
I would think.
Right.
I mean, if we're gonna put our tinfoil hats on here,
if
I feel this is what happens when you give DJ buttons. I
got buttons, man. It is so difficult not to hit the intro just because I love listening to it.
So bad.
Anyway, we've been having some fun with it. Anyway, nonetheless, I think this is cool. It's cool DLC. It offers some new functionality. If you're doing bales already on your farm, this could help you do them maybe a little bit differently. Maybe the process that you have, this could allow it to be more efficient. If you throw an auto loader at the very end of it, line it up just right. It could just grab them as soon as it's done. Yeah,
it could. It definitely could. There's some limitations, I think, with all of it. At the same time, I think there's going to be a lot of people that are super excited about this. There's going to be some that are going to be like, do I want this? I don't recognize this brand name.
Yep. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Göweil.
No, and I can't say it, so I'm going to get it wrong all day long.
Yeah, you and that little bot thing. There's just words that y'all can't do.
Göweil.
I don't like seeing that voice with the face, and it feels weird.
I could have a Gertie's face on if you wanted to. She could get her in here, and she could tell you all about it.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, I'm uncomfortable already. It'll make it worse.
I know.
Is there anything else about this DLC we really haven't talked about? Oh, yeah, there is. There's a big thing that we didn't talk about, which has been so confusing. A small but substantial detail for baling enthusiasts, but only the baling enthusiasts. Everybody else can get out. In addition to standard net binding, foil wrapping will be applied to specific resources.
I'm not sure exactly what they mean with that.
So, do you think it's because... So, there's different netting. If you look at like a grass bale versus a hay bale versus a straw bale, there's a little bit different net.
But some are netting, some just have twine. Yeah, of course.
And then if you're on like Frankenmuth, for example, you've got American wrapping on it, but only for some things. It's a little different here and there. I wonder if it's just going to be like that. Like, it's not a fill type, but if you wrap this one bale, this is going to look a little bit different.
Yeah.
Maybe
it would make sense. Now, like, are we able to get to choose what we're wrapping things with? Like, is that an option? I can't see that. You're not gonna be able to say.
Yeah. I was
going to use twine for this. I'm going to use net wrap for this. Right? Like, it's going to be. It'll be whatever the bale is going to do that automatically.
Uncle Pop, I think you're a little late for that, dude. Goodness gracious. I think maybe FS25 or who knows. Didn't we do a whole show on that?
I think we did.
Goodness,
100% we did.
Go back and rewatch that if you need it. Need a lot of foil for this head. But yeah.
Anyways, I don't know what. And let's see the screenshot up here. Did show that a little bit, right? Where is it? Opened up and you can see there's the foil in there, right? But
it's pretty cool. Yeah.
I know there's some mods out there that have had like different types of foil you could put into things. And anyways, I'm curious to see where they go with the official DLC and how that's all going to work into that universe, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Where would you like to see it? If you could make the decision to take it just a little bit further. I mean, I'm going cornstalk bales because that's what everybody wants. That's what I want.
I'm surprised it's not cornstalk bales. Like I feel like there might have been a little bit of deception.
What do you think it was? I mean, it is corn silage.
It is. I don't know what it was about and maybe it was.
Do you think it's
just
what
the way
the
image was on the year one pass imagery, right? Like it had little corn.
Well, let me let's do an exercise. All right.
Are we going to exercise the demons?
Yeah. All right. I think you're seeing what you want to see and not necessarily what they want you to see. So I'm going to show you I'm going to show you something, right? And I want you to tell me.
Show it to me, DJ. Show it to me.
I want you tell me what you think that it is that you want to see.
What do I think I want to see there?
Yeah, I mean, what do you see? What's the first thing you see?
I think that there is K-Bot's water bottle.
Nope, because it's empty and he doesn't drink water. He drinks the souls of something. I don't know. This is a chew toy for doggies.
No, it's definitely not. Pretty sure it's because you don't have a dog, my friend.
That did not go far. Anyway, I don't know where I was. I don't know where I was going with that. Actually, I was gonna hold up the Apple mouse, the Magic Mouse, and be like, "No, it's a mouse." I'm like, "No, I don't know what it is. The charger cable's right there. Who would do that?" I got nothing. Let's just move on. Anyway, yeah, I think the point is we saw maybe what we wanted to see, and we're like, "Oh, we can do that." It's like me with the Kubota DLC video. If you look really hard, you could look at the parts. You can look at the parts of a circle and see a K for Kubota in it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about the Volvo DLC where it was more like you thought it was going to be terraforming.
Yeah,
mining.
Because they sent me to Sweden to drive excavators. It made sense. I was there. Anyway, so I think we saw what we wanted to see, but you look back at it, you're like, "Yep, that's yawning."
I was hoping for a new bale type. I'm not gonna lie. That's what I was looking at. I'm like, okay, that feels to me like that should be a new bale type, and corn stalks kind of make sense. Now, am I all that disappointed we don't get corn stalks? Not really. We can work around that. Woo. That's fine. It hasn't changed. It's not going to change anything.
Dash Monig's in here. He is a new papa.
Ooh, congrats, brother.
He just had, I believe, his third. Congratulations, dude.
That's awesome. Congratulations, man. Wow. I'm glad I'm not that point anymore.
I hope that was him and not somebody else. Goga Papa still sell carrots. Yeah, we'll not talk about that for another couple months.
Yeah, that's the end. Let's be honest. That's Christmas. Wait till Christmas.
You wanna talk about some mods that came out this week, or you want to talk about any stories like a mod that happened to get 1 million dislikes in 1 week?
Well, we did talk about that last week, but for some reason
it's gotten worse. It's gotten so much worse.
It's not even there anymore, isn't it? It's been pulled.
No. It was pulled for a day, but then it was put back. Yeah,
I didn't know it was back.
Yep. Yeah, third baby girl. Goodness gracious. Also, I thought I saw Marcel in here a minute ago. Yeah, there he is. Farm Sim Show on Thursday. Isn't this normally a Friday thing? Well, today could be Friday until tomorrow when it's actually Friday if you think hard enough. I don't know. I got nothing.
All right. Do you want to talk about this first then? Do you want to get this out of the bag, as some may say?
Okay, so the Ursus Medium Series pack. We talked about this last week on the Farm Sim Show. On Friday, it had amassed 30 or 40 dislikes. I say dislikes, terrible ratings while we were live. During our show.
During the show, yeah, during the time we were, and that's to be fair, that's completely weird for anything that's in the mod hub.
Yeah. So, and now it has 938. Just to give you an example, the Lizard 4-wheeler, right there.
Which one?
The one that you were cracking me up with at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
It's got 124 votes. Now, granted, that came out this week. Let me try and find something that came out last week.
And this is most likely going to be like a top 10 mod at some point in the relatively near future. I'm going to assume.
You got to download it to vote on it.
And so this one here will eventually be a top 10 mod, and it only has 124 votes versus the fact that this has almost 1,000 votes.
Yeah, and it's not a good rating either. My understanding, without getting too into it or political or anything, is that it seemed like the person who made it was accused of taking parts from something else, which was highly acclaimed that people really liked and didn't like that this person was doing it.
Fair enough.
And then they released it.
Because the mod itself, like from the outside looking in, it looks like a fine mod. I have no idea what's involved in the back end of creating the mod. I don't know. It looks like a normal Ursus tractor. It's something I'm not probably going to use, but it's there. It looks fine.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I will say that this modder is in a community that's completely different and separated from ours. So we don't know exactly what went on. I just had a couple people send some screenshots. Thank you guys for doing that for me because that helped a lot. And thank you to the person who helped me translate them and clear.
That's crazy. That's crazy though. Almost 1,000 votes on something. That's nuts.
Yeah. So anyway, it's back. It's back. Beside it, I love the name. Got trolled. I still say it's supposed to be TR old, but that's not how you spell trolled. But it's
Agritono. It's funny. It does make me laugh. You got trolled. Now, okay, we talked about this beforehand. How do you feel about this mod being released, DJ?
I mean, a mod's not going to release. I mean, Marcel goes through these. It's not going to be released if it's just a copy and paste.
I mean, here's the one from last year,
which is, I believe, the number 5 or number 6 most downloaded mod on ModHub.
Yep. And I mean, it's pretty close. Yeah. There's a few more options on the new one. Just saying. What are your personal feelings on it, though? Do you care that they're exactly like almost the same?
Well, personally, I don't. I mean, it's a new model of it. It's got more customization options. It's got some new stuff. Yep. It is up to the standards that Agritono is now.
Yep.
And they made this more than a year prior on the other. So, the mama's in here. Hello, the mama. What up?
I'm just curious to see what the community thinks of like having. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is a little bit different, but I mean, you go to the top mod section. Categories. Where is it?
Doing good. You're doing good.
Fantastic. Doing fantastic. No. And of course, the TRA that's last year's model is number 8 on the list right now. Yeah.
Now it was at one point. It was, I believe, number
2, wasn't it?
4.
Anyways, it was up the top list.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming the new version is going to bump up here as well and be at least up in this realm somewhere. Yeah. I'm curious to see how the community reacts to having essentially the same mod to some degree. I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
It's a new version.
It is. And you're right. It's not completely the same. It's the new version. Yeah. I think they said it's the new year is what they ranked it as.
And people could say similar things about David with the 2020 and the 3500 and then the 2022 and like he's just making the same truck over and over again.
I think my argument would be that the design is substantially different with those ones, where this 4-wheeler, the design is relatively the same.
Did we get trolled?
I don't know. Did we get trolled?
We'll never know.
You know what? Whatever. It's all good. I have them in the mod hub. It doesn't make a difference to me in the grand scheme of things. It's just kind of funny. If they both end up to be in the top mod section though, and like they're side by side, it's going to be kind of funny to look at that screen.
South, are you going to make me look bad on this weekend, or is it coming out tomorrow? I'm going to ask you live because I've got episodes 1 and 2 done.
There's a video that comes out after the show that's on that as well. So
yeah.
We'll see.
And I don't like doing videos on maps that aren't out yet. Don't make me look bad. Either way, Edgewater new series is coming out this weekend, so nothing I could do. Let's see.
Edgewater, fantastic map, by the way. It's a lot of fun.
Marcelli said only one tractor mod now. No more other tractors. Fair enough. That works.
Well, only one per. Okay. I'm curious to see exactly how that's going to work out.
Yep.
We'll see.
I think he's joking with us.
Okay. I was going to say that's an interesting way to just start controversy.
I don't actually know what he means. I think he's just
just messing with us.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. He's hard to read. He's awesome.
Oh, bad.
There's some other cool stuff that came out this week as well. Today, for example, the Echo leveling pack came out. Pretty darn cool.
There's a couple. What is it? There's a Komatsu. There's a couple of Komatsu, I think, forestry pieces of equipment that do the same type of thing. Not to this degree, though.
Yeah, they do the kind of thing where they can go up or down the hill.
Yeah. I think Vector Man did one. He's got that old Komatsu that does that.
Probably till I'm just tired of waiting for we speed test. I know there's a bunch of stuff in testing right now. Even the returned stuff. Ooh, let's see if we can make that happen. Yeah, Mr. Marcel, if you just want to go in and release that tomorrow, that would help me not look bad this weekend a lot.
I mean,
greatly appreciated. I'll see you at FarmCon or something. I'm so good at this. Anyway, this is awesome. So one neat thing about this is you can, if you don't have the combine unfolded, so if the hopper's closed, you can actually control which direction it leans on your own.
But it's automated usually, right?
Yeah. But if you unfold it and the hopper opens, it does it on its own. And it's really good at it.
And you can also shut that off though as well, right? So it doesn't do it.
Well, I don't think you can.
I thought you could. I could be wrong on that, but I thought you could, so it didn't auto level if you didn't want it to. But I could be wrong on that one. I haven't checked this specific one. The other ones can.
Let's go watch my video real quick.
Let's not and say we did.
Come on, man. Give me the view.
It's one view, and it'd be your own view. I'm not going to click on it.
Goodness gracious.
Nothing? Okay, good. All right, let's move along. You got any other favorite mods you want to talk about for all platforms? Oh boy,
that's rough. Love you, bro. Let's see. The F Series 1981 dropped. That's pretty cool. I don't think it's as North American as people wanted it to be. It's very South American. But we also had this mod in Farm Sim 19 as well. I think it was PC only then.
Was it PC only back then?
I believe that it started as PC only. Either way, it's cool. It's out. Sounds pretty good. Doesn't have a lot of power, but it's an older truck. I'm not sure you would expect it to have a whole lot of power.
How did I not find this? It was like right at the second page. Anyways, we'll bring it up.
It's out. It's out now. All platforms.
It's got quite a few little options, bed options for it.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Tippers. You got a flatbed for the back of it, so you can run everything. There's an IT runner attachment for it as well. You got logs, bell trailer, tipper. There's an animal pin for it as well.
The problem with all of these ones is, can we just get like more generic with this stuff a little bit, so that, like, for instance, like a TLX will fit the same stuff as this will fit the same stuff. Like everyone has. I'm always worried that I connect the wrong one to the wrong thing and it just doesn't work out properly. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you got to do it right.
You do, but I'm just saying you got to have the right. Like I'm not sure.
Say it. You got to have the right tool. Say it out loud. I know you want to.
Good job. Get out of here. It's not how much you can. It's not how big your tool is. It's how much you can carry with it. That doesn't make any sense. But anyways, because you grab. Will this work with like the TLX or the IT runner or any of that stuff? Like, well, are these compatible? And I have no idea because I haven't tested these yet.
IT runner. Tony says standardize AR beds. I think that would be a really good idea.
Yeah.
I know that David's done a really good job of standardizing his beds across his mods.
Yeah. I have no idea if these are standardized whatsoever. If they are, that's fantastic. If they're not, if they're because I know there's a few trucks out there that are very set to be this you have to use this bed with this truck, and if you try to mess with it, things are going to go blue.
Yeah, but I think as well with that, you've got certain beds that, you're probably going to make the truck first, right? You're going to make the truck, and then you make the decision. I don't want to just make one bed. I want to make it to where it can have an AR frame kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you have to make it all look good. You have to make it fit properly. Yeah. You can't just hook up to something random and be like, I mean, it's clipping, but whatever.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just, anyways, it's a pain when you go through your mod folder and you're like, oh, look I got this bed will work perfect with this truck. And then you buy it and you go to put it on and you're like, oh, wait a minute, that doesn't work or it doesn't fit properly. Drives me crazy.
Go to the mods and DLC section at the bottom. It's next to the bottom.
Yeah, but what if what if you're using the sale mod, DJ, and then you're like, hey, look at this, I got this awesome thing on sale and I want to buy it.
You want to know something?
I always want to know stuff.
I quit using your version of Cellmon and made my own finally. I mean, I edited yours, obviously, but
it wasn't mine. But it was, I think it was 4B that made that one. But anyways,
4B. It was the last person that commented. I edited it because I wasn't happy with it no more. I was tired of not getting downloads. Ain't nothing but a little clip. I did overdo it a little bit. I did do 1,000 pieces of equipment at one point.
So basically your whole folder is on sale.
My whole folder was on sale and it was impossible to find anything. So I made it a maximum of 100 instead of 80.
You realize that defeats the purpose.
Yo, you want to hear something really stupid that was so awesome that I found? All right, so I think it was A-dubs, like IBC and pallet stack, where you could have like stupid amounts of something.
Yeah,
I think it was 27 silage bales for $400. It was like 90% off.
So I don't understand when those get put into the sale market. That makes me laugh. It's like, okay, look, I can buy clothing for sale and then just buy the pallet and go sell it off for 10 times the price. You're like, perfect. I just made a couple $100 off these pallets each one, right? Or whatever it might be. It's just funny. It makes me laugh every time.
I've gotten cake a few times, and every time I'm like, I'm buying the cake.
The cake is a lie, DJ. The cake is a lie.
Not just so many stupid bales. It was so many. You know, in the counter, if you went down one, it was plus 30,000. If you went up one, it was plus 34,000. But there, $490. I bought them. Heck yeah, I'm not cheating.
Surprised. It's not
local farmer had to consolidate, and he needed to get those bills going quick. And I gave him a price he couldn't refuse. That's how I did it.
Oh, you're killing me.
That's on Sunday. Yeah, there was some other cool stuff this week that released as well. Was there anything that really stood out to you?
The one that I can't pronounce. Of course, it's more words. No, Göweil.
Therat Abatable Pro T63. I believe it might be
only, of course, but pretty cool looking mulcher, bigger than most. I thought it might have been the biggest one. DJ has corrected me. There's a roller. I guess it's bigger, but
it's not a roller.
It looks like a roller.
It does.
Looks like a roller. It's not.
And Sir Vertex made it. He's awesome.
Looks like a roller. It's not a roller. Anyways, whatever. This is pretty cool. And this is a real life piece of machinery. I went and looked it up because I was like, is this real or did someone just like make this out of nothing? But it's actually real. So it's kind of cool. Anyways.
Yeah. And this was like one of those interesting, just, random tools that it's PC only that me and you both were like, yeah, we like this.
Yeah. And I was like, it kind of would be something I could use for mulching potentially now. I don't know. Anyways. And then, okay, we got to talk about, oh boy. DJ, before we go any further, cake or pie?
Ooh, all right. So, you can't do that to me, man. All right.
Cake or pie? Answer.
You can eat pie for breakfast. No one will judge you, but if you eat cake for breakfast, your birthday better been the day before. Going cake, screw pie.
Oh, I am friends off.
Movie about that?
Friends off.
Sorry, let's move on.
To be fair, the chat was all about the cake. I'm about the pie over here. Faster conveyor belts though came out for PC only as well. Loads 3 times faster. The best part of this though, you pointed this out beforehand.
It's rolling, everybody.
1 minute basic belt system, or
read
10 seconds without this mod is time you will never get back. Come on, man.
I love
it. Anyways. 10 seconds. There you go. It's cool. It's cool. It fills 3 times faster. I know I've got issues with belts not filling fast enough at times, and now you got a mod that can increase that speed. You don't have to go and mess with any XML files. You just get a mod. You're done.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got? REA got an update for those that are using the REA stuff. I personally am. I'll be updating mine, of course, but nothing crazy. It's just for potatoes and sugar beet harvesters. So yeah, if you're using the REA mod, we'll update that right now as well because it's updated. Of course, we talked about the F series already. A couple tractors came out this week as well. Both are getting pretty good reviews considering 4.6s.
Yeah, those tracks on the X7 they are chonks. they are chonk boys.
On the McCormick, so I went and looked. This is not real. I don't think you'd have to, this is like an all aftermarket thing. I'm like, does McCormick actually make tracks on any of the other stuff? Yeah. They don't. So this would be an aftermarket type of thingy thing. Yeah. But pretty cool.
Still cool. Still awesome. It looks like they came straight off of a case harvester.
I love the fact that we have 3D tracks and everything.
It is really nice not having to worry about which modder got their tracks where and could possibly be deleted up. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was awkward, right?
Yeah, very awkward because I was put in a group chat with all of them when I went snowboarding skiing for the first time. Yeah. Back in late 2020, I believe, or it was 2020. It was a bad day. It was a bad day.
A little awkward.
Yeah. Charlie, I got one. It's a pretty good video. I made a good video.
Okay.
And it was all thanks to South and BC.
You and your 2D track. What you talking about, BC Bueller? 2D tracks.
I mean, that's the way they used to be. Just notable mentions. You don't have to show pictures. There were some other neat stuff that came out this week from EY Modding. The John Deere 710 front weight. If you got the weight or the 710 tractor, which I got to touch the real one in in Mannheim, Germany, super cool. You can put a weight on it now, and it looks great on it. Looks really good. Let's see. What else? 82 Studios 50-foot gooseneck got updated this week as well. Top of page 2, top left. It doesn't slide around. So if you've got it, you probably got the update already. It came out earlier this week. But go ahead, double check, make sure you've got it. It's a good update. It's a really good update, actually. Of course, we talked about the
lizard much anymore, which is kind of nice because that was one of the issues of that trailer. That's for sure.
Yeah, we talked about the lizard trolled. Say direct seeding, which is basically they took all of the seeders that have power harrows. You know what a power harrow? It kind of cultivates the ground a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it's got the seeder attached to the back of it.
Yeah.
But like most of those in the game don't direct drill for some reason.
No.
Which seems to be defeating the purpose. Anyway, he made them do that, so that's pretty cool.
We haven't seen many maps lately, I find. Is it just me, or like I'm just gonna go through the map section here?
You know, I was having a hard time finding a map to play off screen, and I'm still playing on Comsden. Still,
like Eastern North Carolina has been out for quite a while now. It feels like, and that's the second. Like Omatana came out with one just last week, I guess it was.
Yep.
There hasn't been a lot recently. For a while there, we were getting new maps like every week. There's a couple maps that I wanted to play, and it seems like this last couple weeks we've been. I mean, there's UMRV, of course, which we talked about. That's out now for PC, and then hopefully a certain map's coming out tomorrow. But there hasn't been a lot, so hopefully we see some more stuff come out in the next couple weeks. I don't know.
I think we're still getting mods every day.
Yeah,
we've got some really good maps that are already out.
Yes.
I almost think at this point we've kind of gotten spoiled of. Now I'm cool with it. I do a YouTube video on new mods every day. Keep them coming, please. But we get kind of conditioned to have something new every single day, and it's like every day you start over almost.
Yeah.
It's like
you're not wrong.
I had this tractor, now I've got this tractor. Oh, I had this map. This map got updated, so I'm going to play on that now. We've kind of gotten the I want it now kind of thing.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
There's some good stuff. There's some really good stuff.
That's actually a good comment I just saw. I haven't heard anything. Have you heard anything about Millennial Farms?
They're doing a shed pack right now. That's the only thing that's confirmed. Shed pack.
I haven't seen anything on his YouTube or his Facebook page about it, and I know he was talking that he wouldn't talk about it until the new year, which is now come and gone, of course.
Yep.
I was hoping to hear something because I know there's a lot of peeps in the chat that would love to hear something about a new Millennial Farms for 22.
I haven't heard anything about it, and I speak with him daily.
There you go. Well,
so
there you go.
Yeah, I got the screenshots. Got the screenshots for the Millennial Sheds, and as they put on their post earlier, shed pack.
All right, that's a start. Who knows?
But it is a start.
I mean, if that's in Mapper's Paradise Head, of course, if they're working on that, you would think that the whole map itself wouldn't be too far behind as far as being worked on, at least. So fingers crossed we see that in the relatively near future. That'd be nice.
Yeah. They are kind of a normal person as well. They have a life, and modding's just for fun.
Exactly. There you go. I mean, what, you don't do this full time for free for us? Come on.
It is weird because in my world, I do this this is my life. This is what I do full time. This is my job. And I'm like, oh, other people don't do this full time? It's like, yeah, barely anyone does, bro. Like no modder does. And there's only a couple YouTubers that do it full time. Even you don't do it full time.
Nope.
So
you won't see me doing it full time either, which is nice.
And
this is just for fun.
Well, granted, I went full time because of COVID.
Yeah.
But I was planning on going full time by May or June of that year anyway, before I hit 100.
Yeah.
So speaking of, we got 250 rolling around the corner, $250,000 brew.
So you have the 24-hour stream coming up, right?
No, that's $1 million.
I heard it was 24-hour stream right now.
I said I would do it. I said I would consider it at $1 million. I mean, you gotta subscribe. What are you doing? No, right now the plan is 2 4-hour streams on Saturday, March 11th.
February 18th. Got it.
No, shut up. What is that? 2 days? Get out of here. You gotta go get Trucker Mancy.
Saturday. Saturday. Come on, man.
No, but yeah, we'll get Trucker Mancy. Trucker Mancy's gonna be here all next week. I'm picking him up Saturday. And I'm dropping him off at the airport on next Saturday as well. So he'll be here for full week. We're gonna do some fun stuff. I got the PSVR 2 coming in next week. Pre-order, baby. So I'm gonna try and play Farm Sim in VR. I don't know if it'll work, but we're gonna find out. Anyway, it could just be me going. I mean, it's not like I can't look around, but it's playing. It's okay. It's okay.
I don't think I haven't used a full VR set before.
I have the Quest 2 and I've had it for like 3 years now, or 2 years.
I've never even tried it. I don't have space,
dude. VR is
and
awesome.
I got the little grubbly clutchlings that'll be.
I need a VR
be all over it.
I need to make a padded space that people walk by like, is that like a panic room? Nah, it's the VR room, just so I don't hurt myself.
Yeah, see, that's I do need one of those. I don't know. Maybe I should get one for them. They'd probably enjoy it. They're all still into the Hogwarts right now, so that's all I get to see.
God, please let the neighbors know. Do you remember when I moved here last? It's almost 2 years ago now. My mom or somebody like in the neighborhood told everybody what I did.
Yeah,
and some of the old people in the neighborhood got a hold of my YouTube, and somebody put in the chat like one time. They're like, hey, I'm your neighbor, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, cool. What's up? What's up? What's up? Are you going to cut that tree down? Like, this ain't the place. This ain't the place. I did get that tree cut down, but it took a year and a half.
Are you going to get that tree down? That's awesome.
I know which one they were talking about, too.
That's way too funny.
It's dangerous, baby.
Hey, I'm knocking on your door right now. Can you come open it?
Yeah, get out of here. So I knew you would be. I did just get a notification from my ADT. I was like, no. Anyway, what's saying stuff? Things.
Yep. Hey, Rank. What's going on, Rank? I got nothing else for you though. It is
quiet week.
Time. I think it's time I need to run anyways, which is perfect.
Yeah, I need to start running too. Whew.
Yeah, start running. I know it's this Thursday. We both were busy Friday, so maybe next week we should be back to a normal Farm Sim show hours. Maybe.
Yeah, and evidently Kermit said something about something, but I don't know what's going on. So we'll find out.
Oh, well, maybe I should talk to Kermit too. Kermit, you should reach out to me. You said just reaching out to DjGoHam. He doesn't know anything.
I feel like Kermit should reach out to everybody because he didn't reach out to me, number one. So I don't know what he's going to do with you.
A little disappointed.
He did post it in my chat and not yours. So there's that.
Ouch. That's a good point. I mean, I did get a nice message from Dave from G Portal, mind you.
Oh, I didn't.
I don't know. I'll send it to you. It's something. It's kind of private, so I don't want to go too far.
Okay. Oh no, I don't want it. Nope. Don't want it. Don't send me nothing.
That's sent. You
Not
have it
what
now.
I was expecting.
What you got? So thanks to Dave from G Portal. As we wrap this up for today, what do you got going on, DJ, this weekend? Anything fun?
I got Edgewater videos starting on Saturdays. Episode 1 on Saturday, episode 2 on Sunday. I immediately call you out in the first 2 seconds of episode 1 on Saturday. So you should definitely go watch that. And then I have a first look at something really cool from Custom Modding on Saturday as well. I think there's a couple videos out already because I sent it 2 days ago. But I mean, I can't. I didn't have time this week. Oh yeah, and I did a Farm Sim news short this morning. There's 3 things I couldn't make a full video. So I did a short.
It was pretty quiet for sure enough.
Yeah, today was quiet.
Yeah. I've got my in-laws out right now, so it's going to be a little bit busier around here. Yeah.
Oh, I went to the dentist yesterday. No cavities.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man. I worked hard for 6 months straight, brushing my teeth.
All right. There you go, buddy. Anyways, that's all I got. Anything else you want to say? Wrap this up?
Nope. No. I just want to hear myself play drums again with some triggers.
Well, folks, make sure you follow us at all the social links below. Of course, the podcast format as well. You can search us on any of your major podcast forums. And I guess we'll see you guys next week. Something along those lines.
Yep. Oh, I gotta tell them something after we do the outro.
We could do that first. Did you hit it first?
I don't know. I'll let you push buttons. Let's roll the wheel.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
you got like a wheel that you turn. It's got a little flapper thing that's just, and whatever it lands on, and then this happens. Thank you to G-Portal for sponsoring this episode of the Farm Sim Show podcast. They host premium game servers for Farming Simulator 22 that work on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Clutch and I have both been working with them for the past few years, and they have hosted our public and private game servers ever since. If you're looking for an easy way to play multiplayer with your friends, this is the best way to do it. G-Portal servers allow you to have full control over your game, what mods are installed, permissions, and the game can be available 24/7. For Farm Sim 22, they've got a few different server options from 4 players all the way up to 16, and you can get an extra 25 gigabyte of mod space. Choose between 9 different server locations around the world to host your game, and you're ready to go. If you're interested in grabbing a game server for you and your friends, use the link for Clutch or myself at the top of the description and get 10% off all G-Portal game servers right now. Again, thank you to G-Portal for sponsoring this episode of the Farm Sim Show podcast.
Wow, was that like I'm cringe? I feel like you went to like an old folks home and had them record it there. It was like a bunch of senior citizens sat around in a drum circle, and each one of them hit like a random drum at a random time, and then you just sat in the middle and tried to be like the conductor. Only you were kind of like I don't know, like a giraffe, and it didn't make any. They were looking at your neck, and the hair was just going everywhere, and I don't know. Yeah, you know, but it's worse than that. Actually, like that's good. We all admit that's pretty good, but it's worse. It's so much worse. He sat down in his free time and made it up and practiced it. There was no practicing. There couldn't have been any practice. I was in the corner. I saw it. I bet you were in the corner. I mean, I don't have a closet like you do. I have to sit in the corner. Oh boy. You know what? Listen. It's my safe space. Leave my closet out of this. Listen. Next time you decide to make any like big impromptu changes, can you maybe like run it past the management first? Because we can't be having this. This is like amateur hour. This is pure amateur hour. No one wants this. No one needs this. And your talent is just absolutely horrible. And brutal. No, you gotta use the right word. Oh, sorry, brutal. You're right. I didn't use the right word there. Yeah. Like, isn't that your word, brutal? It's a brutal. Listen, I'm trying to evolve. I'm trying to be a bigger bot, and I'm doing my best. Leave me alone. Nope, no evolving K-Bot. We'll throw the Pokeball, and we're just gonna put you in the closet in a Pokeball. What does this have to do with anything we're talking about? We're talking Farm Sim. Don't keep the Pokemon off the Farm Sim show. This is not the same thing. Why do you always have to go so far off topic? Look, there is no topic. Ooh. Pretty sure there was a topic. What if I told you? What if I told you? No, listen, you gotta listen to me. It's my turn to listen. Quiet. It's my turn to. What if I told you? Oh God. What if I told there's a certain way you could learn to play better music? Like, what if I told you there was a way you could do this and people would appreciate your work? I mean, I can practice, but no one's gonna appreciate it. No, I think you should just let Trucker Matsy do the intro next week, is what I'm saying. Oh God, it'll sound like this. Hey guys, I'm Trucker Matsy here, and I'm the bot this week. I got a button. What do you guys do after this part? You know what the worst part about this whole thing is? I'm just thinking about right now is the fact that since we're over an hour right now, I have to pay money on the web hosting side for the podcast. So I'm actually paying money out of the pocket for us to talk like this right now. And it doesn't feel very good. Yeah. Is the money like coming from the same place that hurts? That hurts. Money hurts? What? I don't know where you keep your money. Oh, I got a really good idea. All right, count to 3 with me. Okay, ready? 1, 2. 3.